This is the Eastern Conference Finals as we're set for coverage of Game 1 right here on EA Sports. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Doesn't get the bounce. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he finishes at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons with it. Just getting going here in Game 1. Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Klay Thompson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Pascal Siakam tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads 4. Lowry. Second effort. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Gasol to Thompson. The shot almost on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons with it. 12-6 our score. To Richardson. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. Here comes the screen. Yes, Klay Thompson looking good. 4 for 5.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Pascal Siakam to Thompson. Can't connect from in close.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 8. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It's a big finish. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Knocked loose. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Richardson. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Has a chance. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Fred VanVleet to Thompson. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. In the front court comes Simmons. Now down 6. And a nice finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in.
Toronto with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet. Great look and vision. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Stanley Johnson trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Toronto has the basketball. Harris to Horford. Missed a wide-open look.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Screen coming. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Has a look. Ibaka, shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
A fundamental shot right there.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Simmons to Horford. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Joel Embiid rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Harris to Horford. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well defended. Powell to Thompson. To Gasol, down low. Marc Gasol, he's 2 for 2 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons to Embiid. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Simmons with it. His guys trail by 13. Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Powell to Gasol. Thompson. That's rebounded by Embiid. Richardson to Simmons. Richardson. That's rebounded by Toronto. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Marc Gasol. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game. Lowry. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. To Tobias Harris. Not that time. Lowry with it. It's an 11-point game. Can't connect. To Embiid. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Lowry into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Here comes the screen. From the outside, no good. He gets it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry goes to the right side. So Lowry. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lowry into the front court. Up 5. Finish that. To Richardson. 4-3. And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Siakam at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. The lead is up to 5. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Simmons, that pass taken away by Toronto. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Marc Gasol sends it away. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raptors have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The 76ers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists. player of the half.
Klay Thompson.
Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 8. From the painted area, won't go down.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Thompson. Takes stock of the floor. Thompson to Lowry. Shot clock winding down. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Tobias Harris above the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Thompson to Lowry. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Embiid with the board. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Lowry with it. Lead is 2. Now a steal by Philly. To Richardson. For 3. That won't go. Pascal Siakam with a piece. That'll get out off the Raptors. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Kyle Lowry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. To Thompson. Fires the 3. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well. Simmons to Embiid.
Lets it fly from long range. No good. That's great defense. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Strong finish. That's what you need regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons. To Richardson. Josh Richardson. He's 3 for 7.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Lowry to Gasol. Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Tobias Harris from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Simmons to Richardson. Here's a chance from long range. Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3, got it. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. To Tobias Harris. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. No good. To Simmons. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Misses the second, and a putback slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
To Van Vliet. Gasol. Five to shoot for Toronto. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Sixers control it. Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
20-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway.
I got ball. This is all me.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. To Van Vliet. Ben Simmons with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Count the basket at the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Josh Richardson. Off the iron. No good. Joel Embiid. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. Thompson. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Shot by Anunoby. No good. To Horford. Pascal Siakam swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Goes 2 for 2. Lowry into the front court. Leads a bucket. They work it down to Gasol. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Shot from the lane won't go. Thompson to Lowry. Fires the 3. No good. To Simmons. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Thompson to bring it into the front court. 2-point advantage. Gasol. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Embiid to Horford. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Horford to Richardson. Tough make through traffic.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Lowry into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. And he dunks it down for two.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Lowry to Thompson. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. The jumper's off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Richardson. For 3. Message received. Well defended. Shot by Anunoby. No good. Simmons with it. Leads 3. And stuffs it home. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Lowry has the basketball to Stanley Johnson. Probing the defense. Surveys the floor. Johnson to Thompson. 5 to shoot for Toronto. From the painted area, won't go down. Richardson to Simmons. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Thompson. To Stanley Johnson. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Lowry to Gasol. Runner here, won't go. To Horford. The pass set it all up.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Thompson. Oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box someone, or maybe just double team them.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer, always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Lowry with it, down 6. Josh Richardson pins it. Can't miss those. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, the Sixers are victorious. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers edged out a close victory in today's game. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Simmons was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.